right, so today we're actually going to work on what is called translating expressions. Okay, translating expressions. So we are going to be looking at math problems in words and writing them as numbers, or vice versa. We're going to go from numbers to words. Okay, numbers to words. So let's start with our do now today. 5 more than twice a number is 15. 5 more than twice a number is 15. So go ahead and hit pause. See if you can come up with what you think the mathematical equation is for this problem. Okay, so let's see how you did with this. So when I look at this type of problem, I know that I'm going to go from words to numbers, okay? We're going from words to numbers. And the first thing I want to do is find all of my operators, which means I'm looking for things that mean add, subtract, divide, and equals. Okay, add, subtract, multiply, divide, and equals. So let's start with the equals. It says is. I know is means equals. So that part's pretty easy. Okay. Now the next one that I see that I think I know is more than. I know more than means addition. Okay, it means addition. So I have 5 plus. Okay, 5 plus. Let me go ahead and make my equals 15 a little bigger here. All right, so now all I have to do is figure out what this part here means. Okay, now when I see a number, that tells me I'm going to use X or Y. I can pick any variable I want. I can use N, I can use A. If they don't tell me what letter to use, I can use any letter. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use X. Now, twice is a special operator. That actually means times 2. Okay, times 2. So if I'm multiplying 2 and X, do I write it like this? Or do I write it like this? Or do I write it like this? So which one of these options, 1, 2, or 3, is actually the best way to write it? Well, if you said number 3, you are correct. Okay, we don't write it with the number to the right, and we don't write it with the times symbol. I know that a number next to a letter, that means multiply. I don't have to put the multiplication in there. So this 5 more than twice a number is 15 is 5 plus 2x equals 15. Okay? And we're not solving. We're simply writing the expression or the equation. All right, so just to kind of recap a minute. So a numeric expression is any time I see numbers that are together with operators, okay? And a verbal expression is any time I see a combination of numbers and letters written into words. All right, so this is where we're going to be going back and forth. Now, one of the things that's really helpful, and I did include this in your information for today, is this worksheet or this handout called Words into Math. So there are many words that are very key when we're looking at translating expressions, okay? So let's go through and kind of mark some of these more important ones. So when I talk about addition, the big word for addition is sum, okay? The big word for addition is sum. If you see the sum of two numbers, that means you're adding, okay? Now subtraction. The big word for subtraction is difference. Now, I also can see minus, subtract, decreased by, but anytime I see the difference of two numbers, that tells me subtraction. Multiplication. The big one for multiplication is product. Okay, is product. And we already said that twice means times 2. So I should probably write that down so I don't forget that one. Division. The big one for division is quotient. Okay, and we looked at an equals. That was an is. And we have some special cases where we have parentheses, okay? And that's when we have two operators in a row. We're going to see something like times the difference or times the sum. or twice the sum. We're going to see two operators. And then our turnaround words are than and from. So we're going to see things like less than and subtracted from. And those are flip words. Okay? Those are flip words. That tells me we have to flip our order. And they are subtraction. Okay? They are subtraction. Okay, so you might want to have those handy as we kind of move on through these problems. So why don't you go ahead and hit pause, and let's see if you can come up with some expressions here that will equal these four statements. Okay, let's see how you did. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is mark my operators. So I see a sum, so I know I'm adding. What am I adding? I'm adding a number and 6. So I'm going to go ahead and use n as my number and 6. I could also have x plus 6, doesn't matter. A number minus 12, again, there's my operator. So I'll use x this time, x minus 12. The difference of a number and 5 is 15. Okay, so there is an operator there, and there is an operator here. I remember is was equal, so I know it's equal to 15. What does difference mean? Is it add or subtract? Difference is subtract. So I'm subtracting a number, we'll use x, and 5. So do I write that as negative x 5? Is that 5 minus x, or is that x minus 5? Well, order matters with subtraction. Okay, order matters. So this is going to go first. So x minus 5. Okay, let's look at the next one. Twice a number. Remember that was times 2. Added to 3, that's a plus. Is an equal. So I have 2x plus 3 equals 17. 2x plus 3 equals 17. Okay, now let's look at ones that have parentheses. Okay, so these have parentheses. So let's think about what this means. What is the 3 doing when I go ahead and distribute? Well, it is multiplying. Okay, so in this case, I am multiplying and I am adding. I am multiplying and I'm adding. Those are my two operators. So I am looking for, when I'm solving this, two operators. So I see times and I see sum, and there are two operators right in a row. So times the sum means I'm going to have something on the outside, something on the inside, and they are adding. Okay, now what's adding is a number and 12. So x and 12. What's the multiplier? The negative 3. Okay, see if you can do the next one. Okay, again, two operators. Something on the outside and a plus sign. We're at sum of number and 4, so x and 4. The multiplier is the 2 on the outside. Okay, now this one changed. What do I see right here that's different? I see the word difference. I know difference means subtraction. So instead of having an addition in the center, I have a subtraction. The difference of a number and 7. Again, order matters. So the number is going to go first, then the 7, then negative 5 is the multiplier. See what you can do with the last one. Okay, so we've got the difference of a number and 2, so x minus 2, and 4 is on the outside. So that is how I know if I have parentheses. Okay, so those are special type of problems. All right, now let's look at the flip words. So we said less than and subtracted from. So I want you to think about if I said 3 less than 7. Is that 3 minus 7, or is that 7 minus 3? 3 less than 7. Well, that's 7 minus 3. Notice how those flipped. Okay? Those flipped. So I have 7. I know less than is subtraction, and I have a number. So this is not 7 minus x. This is x minus 7. These have to flip. Okay? They have to flip. Same thing with subtracted from. If I have 3 subtracted from 7, is that 3 minus 7 or 7 minus 3? It's 7 minus 3. Okay, so again, they flip. So I have 15 subtracted from, I know it's minus, and then I have twice a number. Well, twice a number is 2x or 2n. So 2x minus 15. 2x minus 15. All right, let's see what you can do with your practice today with translating. Again, you might want to keep this handy as you're working to make sure that you can look words up if you need to.